Okay. And then what file is this in regards to?
It's Jose Castellanos.
Okay. And then we're doing the verification for just Jose or for both?
For Jose, I already sent an email to the HR. So for Diego,
For Diego. Okay.
yeah, because I called the customer service and there's a prompt saying that for HR verifications, it should be done to work number. So that's why I went to work number, but I'm unable to log in. I'm not sure if the credentials changed or
I'm not
I don't know.
sure because I didn't create this account. It was with somebody else.
Mhm.
So I have to, like I said, I have to follow up with
Mhm.
in
Okay.
terms of like seeing if I can maybe update the password on my end, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to because the email and phone number used, they're not mine.
Um,
So that's why. But usually if we go with the work numbers portal, it's going to
mhm.
be a higher cost to us or to the borrower than if we go with, for example, KCB or with credit technology. So
Okay.
when I meant like whoever we ran the credit report, so if we're gonna, it's for Diego, right? So in
Mhm.
this case, it's KCB. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
go ahead and log into KCB. Um, I think last time I sent you credentials for credit technology. Did I send you your credentials for KCB?
Give me a second, I'll just check. No, I don't have credentials yet for PC.
Okay, but for credit technology or CTI, you do, right?
No, it's not in my Excel also.
Okay, I'll double check on my end. Okay,
Mhm. Okay.
CTI and KCB.
So we don't usually advise to use work number.
I really wouldn't unless it's not showing up through their product or their through KCB or credit technology. Like I said, it tends to be a little bit more expensive if we go directly through work number. With KCB and credit technology, there's like a fee that's set up already, and because we're going through theirs, there's like a slight little like discount that we are
Mhm.
able to implement. Again, it's the work number is a third party, so
Mhm.
it has to be paid. Sometimes there's going to be bars where like, oh, you don't have to pay for that. We do. It's a third party, and through the work number, or if we order
Mhm.
through KCB, it will be um, there will be a charge.
Okay.
So when you log in to this case KCB,
Mhm.
there are two options. You can go ahead in our homepage. You can go ahead and order the verification of employment, or
Mhm.
look for the file. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and look for Diego's file. So it's going to be this one right here, the first one.
Mhm. Yeah.
And there's a request here on the my right hand side.
Oh, yeah.
There's a request VOE. We can click
Mhm.
that. A new pop up will show up, and it'll
Okay.
already have the information from the that credit report
Mhm.
that we pulled up. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and select the provider. So we have two different credit third party that we can order through KCB.
Mhm.
The first one is going to be obviously the work number, which is the
Mhm.
most common one, um,
Okay.
or it's going to be the Experian Verify. So the work number is done through Equifax, and then the other one that's Experian Verify, or I think it's EXP Verify. It can also be referred to that. Those are they're let's say they're the same thing as just two different credit bureaus. One's Equifax, one's Experian. Um, the most common one that I do tend to see is the work number. Again, if you get the one from Verify or the work number, you can order it through whoever we ran their credit report with. In this case,
Mhm.
again, it's KCB. So I'm going to select the work number, and
Mhm.
then there's two options. So there's an employment plus income. So when we are requesting the WVOE, make sure you
Mhm.
always select employment plus income. Okay.
Okay.
You always want to select that because we need to, that one is going to give us the breakdown of their income. So it'll,
Okay.
if let's say their base pay, overtime, bonus, anything,
Mhm.
it'll give us the breakdown for the last 2 years.
Okay.
Okay. Usually it will also ask us, so we're going to product here, we're going to select mortgage VOI.
Mhm.
Sometimes it will ask you whether you want to do 2 years or not 2 years, current and previous. Sometimes it won't ask us. So I think it usually asks us when it's less than the 2 years history. It'll like ask you like if you want to run for the current and previous. So if you do select current and previous, you will get two charge, one for the current verification and one for the previous verification.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, okay, let's see. Always it should be select with credit card grayed out already on your end.
Mhm.
But I will double check on that. But if not, always make sure you put pay by card. Once everything is input here, we're going to order and then we're going to put the information. So in this case, we said Brockner said to go ahead and use
Yeah,
his credit
targeting
card,
his.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, okay, so I'm gonna put this.
But if customer provided, if the borrower provided the credit card information, his credit card information, we can use this, or you still
Yeah,
need confirmation.
use use the borrower's card, but I would still always double check with the loan officer just to let them
Okay.
know, hey, we have to go with the work number. It's a third party. There's a cost. Please confirm I can use the borrower's card.
Okay.
Okay, so the amount here does state 130.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually about $65. Again, if it runs to the current and previous, it will charge you 65 for each one. So,
Okay.
but just note that the amount here does say 130, but it's usually about 65.
Mhm.
Okay, so once you enter the card information, just hit next, accept, submit, and then like I said, this is very instant. Like the report will come out automatically once it's been completed. As you can see, the cost was 65 plus a $2 charge for the credit card fee. As you can see, this here is it's already filtered to do previous and current.
Mhm.
It only ran the current because it seems like he does have more than 2 years at this employer. So if you click this view report here, I don't know if you can view report, it'll report the report. So as you can see, it says the work number, borrower's information is already in here, and then the employer. So this is his employment. It shows that he's currently active. His most recent start date, again, it's over 2 years, so that's why it's just this one. Um, and then again, it shows the breakdown of all their income here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then once this is all you do is just save it in the client folder. Um, you said Jose. I'm gonna save it in our shared folder.
Yeah.
Should be WVOE, um, employer's name, so GXO Logistics, the employee's name, so Diego, today's date that you ran this report, and then I would just put here work number next to it, just so that you know
Mhm.
there was a cost to it.
Mhm.
Um, you can close this out, and then you can print this here as an invoice, so that way you see how much was paid. Again, I would save this, and then I would put invoice, WVOE, work number, and then I put Diego. And this was, sorry, this was PTC because it was paid with the loan officer's card, and then I put Diego.
Okay.
Okay.
So we will
And then
only do this if they require. I mean, if there's no HR
if
contact,
the
or let's say
company doesn't have an HR per se, yes. And as long as they, like I said, it can
they
tell us
inform.
it's through Experian Verify, it's through the work number.
Okay.
There's a few other third parties. I think it's like CCC Verify. There's a few other third-party companies. The
Okay.
only ones that we can order directly with our credit agencies is the work number and Experian Verify. All the other third-party verifications, we would have to create, if we don't already have one, we would have to create an account with their portal so that we can order it. Again, all these three third parties, there's always a cost to it. So
Mhm.
always, let the loan officer know because they have to let the borrower know. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
like I said, it's when you log into the account, it's a lot easier or faster. I
Mhm.
will show you with their homepage. If you hit order verification of
Mhm.
employment, same thing. You will just go ahead and put the work number, again, employment plus income.
Mhm.
But now here we would have to add the borrower's name and social security, which we didn't have to put last time. We have to put a reference number as well. Usually, I will put the loan number that we get if it's a file that's been submitted. If it's not submitted, if it's still going to be a pre-approval file, I'll just put today's date. We
Mhm.
have to attach written signed borrower's authorization. So if we go through their homepage, there's a little bit more steps in terms of it,
Mhm.
and it
Mhm.
can be, we might not have all that information right away.
Yeah.
So it's easier if you find the file first before
Okay.
you go ahead and select the order verification.
Okay. Okay. Is
Okay?
it okay? Yeah. Is it the same with credit technology?
Yes, it will be the
It's
same.
work number also, or
Yeah, yeah. Let me log out and I'll show you here.
okay. So I have to check first with you which
So
I mean which credit we Firebird.
if you have the file, like I said, it's just check the credit agency that we ordered
Mhm.
this. So in this case, again, it's KCB. If this was credit technology, same thing. You would just go employment, income verification, and then there's an order of verification of employment. Again, the work number, Experian Verify.
Mhm.
This one here gives us an employment. No, the one that's employment only, that's the one that you would select if we have to order a verification of employment. But
Okay.
because we're ordering a written verification of employment, we have to select this plus income.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So it has the same option also to search for the customer's
yes.
file. Okay.
Yes, up here.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm. Okay.
Any
I
other
just
questions?
no more questions. I just need my credentials so I can
Yeah, I will
do it
double
on
check.
my
I
own.
thought I had sent them, but yes, I will double
Uh,
check to make sure I send them to
yes,
you today.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Yes. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
and have a good day. Bye.
You too.